Okay, let's do this thing. AEW Dynamite, Atlantic City, New Jersey. What do we got going on tonight? Because with all this news about the Forbidden Door, who's going to be stepping through the Forbidden Door tonight, huh? What do we think is going to happen? Who's going to step in? I'm sure, well, come on, it was kind of obvious it was going to be somebody from the WWE. But then when it comes to Forbidden Door, it's usually from a different company than the WWE itself. But obviously that did not work in this case in some type of way. But we will get to that part um, and whatnot. But we do kick it off though with basically entrance having MJF scarf like in a rug coming down the carpet. Wardlow coming out, which he didn't get any music, but he had these cardboard cutout standings and whatnot of basically Punk being beaten by MJF, basically handing Justin Roberts a piece of paper as Justin Roberts basically announced all the Pinnacle members from FTR and Tully Blanchard, Sean Spears, and then MJF himself. What a greatest accountability of all time, he had said. Accountability and whatnot. And stuff for Sean Spears. Yes, the accountability buddy, that was funny. But he talked about MJF, who was undefeated. Basically, he pins shoulders to the mats and bangs all the rats. He's the greatest of all time. And he had a whole bunch of names he said about MJF. But MJF came out in a throne and just had all these guys carry him out. They had like two women coming out, leading him to the ring. One of them that was a redhead just started immediately making out with him, which one he had for kiss on her cheek, but one he just started making out with. So I'm like, damn, this guy gets to just make out with the fucking showgirls too. That's some badass shit. But yes, this extravagant grand entrance MJF had got almost like act like he won the world title out here or something. But he said it's a big celebration and whatnot. They had confetti and stuff. It's really hot tonight in Atlantic City, but the crowd was booing at him. But MJF said he made it clear that he is the best wrestler on the planet, not Kenny Omega or Bryan Danielson, Cole, Hangman, MJF, because he beat CM Punk twice in Chicago, and that he's best in the world, and that it's bittersweet because after being the best of the world twice, you watch him as a kid and you just whisper two words afterwards, you suck and whatnot. But MJF, he wanted to thank Sean Spears for, help warming him up for this match, which is like he was going to help, he was going to thank Wardlow as Wardlow like he was about to step up. When he said Spears, Wardlow just kind of back, shaking his head, basically being annoyed of what was going on, because he said that Spears, he couldn't have done it without him, and even defeating the best in the world, even have like a t-shirt in there and stuff. He said he was better than, Brett in Canada, Piper in Portland, and now Punk in Chicago. And it's time he became the AEW champion around here. But CM Punk came out and says, we're not done this, okay? And, he said, that when this, suspect and whatnot, as a spray tan and stuff. But, a lesson is going to be learned from here. Because he doesn't like asking for help. But he's got some friends this time. He got some backup, which was Sting and Darby Allin coming out with baseball bats. And Punk says, two ways. You give me my rematch, I'm going to come to that ring and beat the hell out of all of you, okay? But MJF said, you don't deserve a rematch. Punk said, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Wardlow, the big guy out here. He's the one that beat me. You didn't, okay? And Wardlow, that you either could take a beating with these guys or grow some balls and walk away from them. So the choice is yours, he told Wardlow. MJF says, I beat you fair and square. This is over. Wardlow is with them because he's their best friend and whatnot. Next thing you know, Dax gets on the microphone saying, okay, we want a rematch too then, and whatnot. Punk, all right, from Greensboro, we'll do it again. Okay, I get my hands on MJF, but he says, no. MJF says, no, you're not going to get no one-on-one, okay? You'll get a match against FTR, but you have to get a tag partner of your choosing. And that's Sting or Darby Allin right there. You need to get a partner. But MJF told Wardlow, then you need to get ready for your match later on, so go do that. So a segment that is somewhat all over the place. Not starting off with a match, but obviously this is just setting up, I guess, for another rematch with Punk and MJF, obviously, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But just a lot going on from this grandiose interest from, MJF. Wardlow still getting annoyed. Punk gets going anything to get a rematch or some type of rematch, 6-man tag match, whatever match, it's going to be a tag match, okay? And, you know, basically we're finding some type of way to get this feud still going. So obviously this feud is going to continue with both of these guys as more people are getting involved in. But then right after Andrade uh basically talking to Sting and Darby Allin, telling Sting like, it's all right, you know, this is your kid, right? And Sting says he's not a kid, all right, but if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him, all right? You guys do it mano y mano and stuff. But Darby said, I'm not interested, I don't work for you. But Andrade says, I'm going to be the next TNT champion. I swear to God, this guy needs a manager. And then again, who is he really beating to even come near the TNT title, to be honest? So think about that. Wardlow went against the Blade. I don't know why this was an 8-minute match and not a squash match out there. This should have been done way sooner, and it went through a commercial break. So very strange in my opinion. So I don't know why it went that long. Of course, Spears getting in with him with the chair as Wardlow still looked annoyed then and stuff. Pentagon going to a graveyard. I guess a mask. Maybe it's Pentagon Dark. Pentagon Dark. Go watch Lucha Underground. You'll know what Pentagon Dark is. But they may need to bring in Vampiro for this. But I don't think that's going to happen. Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle came out. The Circle of Jericho. Well, just Sammy and Jake Hager came out with him, which honestly, I don't know why Sammy still needs 2 title belts for some reason, but Jericho said, you know, Santana Ortiz didn't come out with them. We've been looking for them all day and everything, but they actually did come out. Santana basically controlling the microphone right here and stuff. He was doing a whole promo because Jericho said, like, where have you guys been? You know, you didn't want to tag me in against, you know, 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. And it was disrespectful to the fans and whatnot. You guys want to see him wrestle. But Santana says, enough of this corny bullshit. I'm tired of this whole glass half full mindset thing going on. That Jericho only cares about himself in this group. That's all it's been focused on. Why haven't we gotten the spotlight? You know, every time something happens, we got to come to your rescue and help you out. But how come we haven't become the tag team champions yet, huh? We haven't gotten anywhere, all right? Because, you know, it's just funny. We're trying to play second fiddle around here. And, like, Jericho said, no, put the mic down. I ain't done talking yet. All right, this is my time right now to talk. And stuff. Because he told Ortiz, like, he told Jericho, you need to be thanking this man, okay? Because I would have dropped your ass if it wasn't for him. I did this for the group, okay? I've been helping the group. And now it's my time. But Jericho say, like, you know, you remind me of Eddie Guerrero. You get fired up and blame everybody for your shortcomings, even your close friends and stuff. But listen, I brought you guys into this, okay? I brought you on the first episode of AEW. I've got you the main events, the bigger paydays, just, you know, main event every show and pay-per-view and all this stuff. And a lot of opportunities. And you guys couldn't take advantage of it. Yes, you did have a title shot against the Young Bucks. I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with this. And then, you know, he kind of went on and said, maybe I brought the wrong members of LAX into the Inner Circle. Maybe I should have got Homicide and Hernandez and whatnot. And stuff with Santana got pissed off then. Sammy tried to break it up, telling everybody to calm down. But Jericho ended up pushing back. He told Sammy to shut up then. And basically, Sammy went on like, you know, listen, man, I loved you guys. You guys are my family. But right now, you all need to figure out your shit. So until then, I've walked out of this group before. I'll walk out of this group again. Yeah, you walked out of the group before, and I'll walk out of it again, which he ended up leaving his vest in. And then Ortiz got on the mic talking about Eddie Kingston in. Like, you know, we're brothers in arms and stuff. And all this bickering ain't going to solve anything. Listen. Talking, we don't talk. We use our hands to solve our issues, all right? And then Jericho, and they say, you know, how about us versus Jericho and Hager next week? And then Jericho went on and says, how about I slap you guys around, all right? Just to knock some sense into you. So, y'all better be there. Attendance is mandatory. So, very great promo from Santana, though, which honestly is about time LAX got out of the Inner Circle. Because, like I said, a lot of people said before, it does not really benefit them at all at this point. And yes, they have not even become the tag team champions out of their entire time in this entire group. So, you know, I would say Sammy's benefited, but yeah, Santana Ortiz has kind of been in the background most of the time. So, very good promo to finally get out of the Inner Circle. Roppongi Vice, I guess they're finally going to be facing the Young Bucks this Friday on Rampage since they couldn't do the match the last time due to Rocky having COVID. next thing and stuff. But the Young Bucks and Adam Cole came in and jumped them. The Bucks did the BTE trigger, which it looked like they completely missed it. But then Adam Cole saw someone walking, and it was Switchblade Jay White, who came in and basically threw Trent to like one of the trucks and whatnot, and basically, nice place around here. So yeah, Switchblade Jay White, AEW. I guess some would say, was this the Forbidden Door? Because he is from a different company. It is New Japan, but then again, at the same time, why the hell would he really help? Because now what it looked like here was all of the Bullet Club members beating up Chaos. That's what it looked like. But then again, Jay White did kick out the Young Bucks in the Bullet Club. So none of these guys are really Bullet Club except for Jay White. Because we've seen Jay White show up everywhere around in America, which has been there for a while now, okay, from multiple different companies, either New Japan Strong or Impact. But yeah, either been on New Japan Strong or he's been on Impact, which he is currently on Impact right now. We've been seeing him on that. Well, back on Impact with God and Chris Bay and stuff. But could we see a Bullet Club invasion on here? I don't know. Okay, depending on what Bullet Club members are even in America right now. To be honest, so we don't even know how many of them are there. But I figured at some point in time, Jay White was going to show up in AEW and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see where this is gonna go. But even I sat there like, wait, he kicked these guys out of the Bullet Club, and with Adam Cole too. Even I should say, where the hell is Red Dragon and whatnot? But then again, I don't know if I said this before too. But I guess Kyle O'Reilly had a kid recently, so that's why he's been out. Bobby Fish, I have zero clue. But then again, I feel like once again, Red Dragon's been brought in, and they haven't done nothing with them. With Cole, you got the Undisputed Era, and nothing has happened. And now you got damn near the Bullet Club back again with Jay White there. Even though two of these guys were excommunicated from the Bullet Club. So, and I know they had a problem with Cole later on. Talking about your Bullet Club for life. And they got an announcement. And even, Bucks didn't trust them. Because, yes, Kenny Omega and Jay White did go at it. And we had the Civil War. Which, let me also reiterate also. That little Civil War storyline was never finished. And you can blame the Elite for them at the time. Because, they never finished it. Because it was going to be a Bullet Club Civil War thing going on with what it was like the BC Elite and the Bullet Club OGs or something like that. And then when the Elite just kind of left and they was like, okay, you guys can have the Bullet Club. They ruined the whole storyline. Maybe that's why they had that bad relationship with New Japan for a while, because that was a dumb way to end that entire feud where it could have went somewhere, and they just kind of abruptly ended it, and they just like, okay, we give up. You guys have the Bullet Club name, and they just went on and created AEW and all that shit. So I always thought that was a bullshit ending to that. So, I don't know. Maybe something will happen here. But next, Isaiah Cassidy came out. And who was going to be the name everybody was talking about? Now, you could say it's the Forbidden Door and stuff. Because I know they said probably will be from a different company. But, of course, it's someone that jumped from the WWE. And that is Keith Lee, who was Limitless. The theme song's okay. I still like his NXT theme better. But maybe it'll grow on me at one point, but I'm okay with it. But Keith Lee, he was Limitless again. He's not the Bearcat anymore. The 90-day contract thing is up. I'm sure a lot of people are happy. I know his 90-day thing was up like a week ago, I believe, and stuff. So, yes, Keith Lee is back. I'm surprised this wasn't a squash match for him and Cassidy. But, Keith Lee, doing his stuff out there. Just a lot, man. A Grizzly Magnum and, Big Splash and everything, Just a lot, which he ended up hitting the Big Bang Catastrophe for the win and stuff. But, Keith Lee, I'm sure a lot of people went nuts for and stuff, showing up, especially on AEW now. And then even take out Private Party then, which, Mark Quinn did a dive, and Keith Lee caught him in basically the powerbomb position, and then powerbomb on top of Isaiah Cassidy then. So, it's great to see Keith Lee back again and stuff. Like I said, we all saw how bad it ended in WWE and everything. But with him being back here now, hopefully something big will happen for Keith Lee here. Maybe the ratings will probably go up, but with this show. But then again, they've been hyping up this Forbidden Door thing, even though it's not really a Forbidden Door, or maybe we overdo that too much. But it's just cool to see Keith Lee back in the ring again. All right, but next, FTR went against CM Punk and Jon Moxley, who was his partner, which, man, this match ate up a lot of time. Probably maybe the best match will be on this show in this tag match. But I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match a lot, even though my thing with this match was false finish, false finish, false finish, false finish, false finish. By God, CM Punk, this guy's just taking any move out there. This guy's getting hit with a freaking ring bell to the face. He's taking a shatter machine. He's taking a brain buster. And Mox is still trying to get in there. Trying to do the old GTS and what was it? The Death Rider. Death Rider. Sorry, probably have to call someone up there. Death Rider at the same time. Shit. It did not work. But made him get out of the ring then. FTR tried to do their spike pile driver, but Moxley came in and choked out Hardwood. Punk put in the GTS onto Wheeler. Not GTS, we put an Anaconda Vice on him then. Tully Blanchard getting involved, which he ended up getting a GTS, which I'm surprised he even took a GTS out there, but he did. And then Punk and Mox did the GTS and Death Rider at the same time combo move and won the match then after that. So, yeah, false finish. This match ate up a lot of time, but I don't know if it really needed that many false finishes out there, because I'm like, God damn, Punk is just taking everything out there. Okay, he was taking every move. I'm like, damn, he still didn't lose? But obviously, this is going to set up a rematch between him and MJF at Revolution. So get ready for that. This is open challenge, I guess, for the TBS title. AQA, which for a minute I did not remember this girl's name, but she was on NXT. Zeta Ramir, which she did beat Toni Storm. I'm glad my friend reminded me that, but she was on NXT like 1 or 2 times, but she was trained by Booker T and whatnot. And was making her AEW debut. I do remember her getting released back a month or 2 ago. And this match was not bad. I'll say one thing. AQA hits a clean ass fucking shooting star press. Too smooth out there. A little awkward several times in this match, but it was good. I'll say that. It wasn't the worst match, but you could sell a couple botches here on there. But of course, Jade still getting the win with the Jaded. But AQA was not bad. Like I said, those freaking shooting stars was clean as hell. Serena Deeb having her Professor's 5-minute challenge against Katie Arquette. Basically, Deeb won in about a minute. So we'll see where this challenge thing is going to go on with Serena Deeb. But I'm digging what I'm seeing right now. It looks pretty good. But in the main event was the Texas Death Match for the AEW World Title. Hangman Page versus Lance Archer. Archer's music hit, but they were already brawling in the back. What can I really say about this match? Okay. This was a brawl. We've seen the Texas Death Match on this show before. Hangman was damn near beating the hell out of Archer in the beginning of this match, even throwing him to the glass thing he comes out of, and just fighting him all the way back to the ring and hitting him with a buckshot lariat. Damn near could have knocked him out and, killed him and whatnot until 10, but, Archer ended up getting up. Page continually attacked him. He tried to dive onto him until he hit him with a trash can lid. Dan Lambert came out and he broke the turnbuckle, or loosened up the turnbuckle, so only had like 2 ropes on the ropes then after that. But yeah, as I said though, just like blood, like what Dan Lambert just come out there to tearing out the whole ring, only 2 ropes there. Jake Roberts coming out then, they fought in the crowd and stuff, Page, jumping on one of the stand-ins on top, doing a moonsault onto Archer out there, going back to the ring. Even Jake getting involved. He didn't do his DDT and whatnot, but he did like a little clothesline and stuff. But Archer stopped him from doing DDT, which he did end up getting DDT himself and whatnot. But Page started beating up Archer with a kendo stick, which Archer just broke it over his knee, woke him up, chokeslam. Hangman threw the trash can lid. And took a fork and stabbed Page. Both guys were bleeding like crazy out there, by the way. Archer got a barbed wire chair in. and basically hit Hangman with it, and then there was steel steps out there, which hit a blackout on the steps, which damn near could have killed somebody, by the way. He could have killed Hangman right here, just landed on that steel steps, it just looked deadly, alright? But Hangman, which I don't know how this guy was back on his feet so fast after that, because by God, it would have killed anyone. That could have been the finish right there. But Archer, went for a power bomb, and then Page had some of the barbed wire in his hand, started punching him with it, and basically, Paul Turner tried to pick up the barbed wire. Page flipped over Paul Turner just to set up the buckshot lariat since there was no ropes to do it, and both guys went through the tables on the outside. Then Page was able to get up for the 10 count, and Archer did not. So Hangman Page still retained the World Heavyweight title as Adam Cole walked up, picked up the title, and handed over, put it over Hangman's shoulder, coming for the title. Listen, this wasn't a bad match. It was a brawl. It was a street fight. That's basically what it was. But let's be honest here. Did anybody really see Lance Archer beating Hangman Page? Because I didn't. I don't think anyone did. Someone think due to Dan Lambert being involved and stuff, but did anybody really believe Archer in this little mini feud he had with Hangman? I think they messed this up a while ago already when this feud was being built, and I just didn't really believe Archer was ever gonna win. It was a bloody brawl, it was a bloody fight out there. They beat the hell out of each other and stuff, but did anybody in their absolute mind believe Lance Archer was gonna win the world title from Hangman? Which honestly, I've said right here before, I think Hangman's kind of, I won't say he's fallen off as champion all the way, but I feel like he has gone down a couple of pegs since being a champion. I think one was putting him against Bryan first, right off the bat, because I started to believe Bryan was going to win the belt. And then it's like, I feel like just Hangman needs wins right now. And now since Cole's going to be next in line, I'm sure people are already going to think Cole's going to win the title right now. It's not like Hangman's bad, but something about him is like, the chase was good for him when he got the title, but now when he has the title, something about it is just falling off at this point, and it's just not like, I don't know, he's still over, but it's like something's not over about him at the same time. That's why I feel like it's a lot of other feuds that are going way bigger than the title picture itself. But with Adam Cole being involved now, which, yes, he is still undefeated. Yes, I know, we all know he lost to Cassidy, or the mascot, as everybody likes to put. But, quote unquote, they want to say it's a lights out match, so it does not count. But then again, like, dude, you still lost him in that bullshit ass thing. But hey, you already elevated towards the world title, apparently, because you're number one in the rankings. So I'm sure we'll see a match at Revolution. Maybe this will make up for the whole Cassidy thing, because, like I said, it's Cole in AEW has been very questionable as it is already. But since now, I guess they'll be going with the world title match at Revolution, we will see what happens at that point. But other than that, a lot going on Dynamite tonight, from the debut of Keith Lee with the so-called Forbidden War, the Texas Death Match, and even Jay White showing up on his show tonight. We'll see what happens this Friday on Rampage 2. But, MJF's whole big celebration of beating Punk and Mox versus FTR. It's like the longest match on this show. There was a lot of newsworthy things going on in this show tonight on Dynamite, okay? So, yeah, a lot going on. But other than that, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hood9890. I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace. Oh, one thing I'll say with Keith Lee real quick. Before I go, I almost forgot. He was one of my picks that actually was going to show up, because I didn't think it was going to be him, Samoa Joe, or Jeff Hardy. That's what I thought. So I got one of them right. So just wanted to say that before I go. Other than that, peace out.